Hi, everybody. This is Anthony, Wall Street Trader. Going to make it a little quick tonight. It's April 23rd, 21. It is 5:57 p.m. Eastern Standard. I have to get out of here soon. My wife will kill me if I don't take her out on my date tonight. And so I'm going to try to wrap this up as quickly as possible. So here we are right now. We're looking at Bitcoin. We talked about these levels here. So NuCypher right now is continuing to stay within its trend. It's great. Whatever. I'm not convinced that this trend is going to hold here, but you never know. And when we spoke on the last call, we were talking about three different support areas. One was the 45 to 47K range for Bitcoin. The other was 40 to 42K for Bitcoin. And then lastly, the extremist view of a 50% drop, somewhere between 30 and 32. So this is where these are the three areas of support that we're going to take a look at and then try to back into what we think the price of NuCypher would be, right? What are possible entry points for NuCypher? If we have support here, it's actually interesting because that's where you want to start picking some up. You don't want to like throw it all in because you all you need is one mistake to lose it all. So you put some in, right? And then it comes down a little bit more, and then you buy a little bit more, and then somewhere in between here and God forbid down there, you pick up more. So that's how the game is played in terms of dollar cost averaging. You don't need to throw it all in. I know everyone's so hungry to chuck it all and YOLO and all that stuff. Well, that's just not my game. But for those of you, it might be for some of you, and everyone has a different risk profile. But my risk profile is I'd prefer to dollar cost it down. It's, in my opinion, the most intelligent way to do it, but, play at your own risk. So here we are. And now, so the question is, if I was to start picking up Bitcoin at these support areas of Bitcoin, right, what price of NuCypher would I buy them at? Well, there's a conversion rate here, which is a NuCypher to Bitcoin pair, which is a cryptocurrency pair, similar to buying regular currencies out in the market, such as if you want to buy the Aussie dollar for the US dollar, or the euro for the British pound, or the Japanese yen for the Aussie dollar. Like, you can do any of these things out there with real money, and you can do the same with crypto. So this will give us the currency rate, or cryptocurrency rate, of NuCypher to Bitcoin. That basically means that this is the rate for each NuCypher I have. I can buy this much Bitcoin. And as you can see, if I had NuCypher and I bought Bitcoin back in February, I would have gotten a lot more Bitcoin than I will now. I would have gotten twice as much, in fact, 0.00001674 to 0.0000784. So it just shows you the strength of one currency to another. NuCypher has suffered to Bitcoin dramatically, more so than the dollar. And now we're in a descending wedge. The descending wedge is actually pretty bullish, which is good for NuCypher because that means that this should start to transcend to an upward move. Descending wedges typically do, but it's not a perfect science, so caution. So we have to make an assumption on this conversion rate, so that we can then figure out what the right entry points are here in NuCypher terms. So let me open up a quick spreadsheet I did. A lot of people want to know what a good entry point is. Like I just mentioned earlier, a little here, a little there, a little there. There's no right or wrong. It depends on how much you're willing to risk. You should be thoughtful about what it is. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, especially if you need the money. So you just have to play with the money that you can afford to lose. That being said, I don't expect anyone who's holding NuCypher at this rate for a long, long time to lose. But, everything here is risky, and volatility might throw your insides in for a roller coaster ride. So support level 1, let's take a look at this line here. Okay, so I'm looking at support 1, 45 to 47,000. And these are the numbers. I'm going to just up the font so that I'm not sure how it would look on the screen, but support level 1 from 45 to 47K in Bitcoin terms. And then let's just say that this is my conversion rate, which it currently happens to be right now. That would mean that if it falls into this first support level, my entry point could be anywhere between 35.5 to 37 cents for NuCypher. And then now let's take a look at the second support level. And the second support level will look even like a more, a much more interesting point to get into, which would be, and again, it's this multiplied by this is equal to that. It's if anyone wants a spreadsheet, just text me or whatever, your email, and I'll flip it over. But basically what this means is that if it goes down into this support area, then I can get my NuCypher for 31 cents. This is a 10% difference, more than a 10% difference. So, you want to get as much as you can. So you don't want to risk it all in the first tranche. You might want to spread it out, And look, if it never hits 40 to 42K, well, you have alternative opportunities. There'll always be another opportunity. There's never a shortage of opportunities in the market. Lastly, let's take a look at the Hell's Bells moment. For those who like AC/DC, I'm kind of showing my age here. So JP Morgan 50% target. This is their doomsday, quote or potential anticipation of. So we got, this could come down to 25 cents, 24 to 25 cents, assuming we get down that low. Now, look, Bitcoin's now at 55, 55.30, 55.13. I still don't think we are out of the woods yet. So I am not I'm not buying any NuCypher until we get to at least this range. And I will be putting in, so if I have $1, I will be putting in 30 cents here, 30 cents here, and 40 cents somewhere between here and there. Right? That's how you dollar cost average, and you save yourself a lot of headache. Yeah, it could fly up after you nibble, and you're like, oh man, you got the FOMO moment. Like, whatever, man. Get over it. At least you made money, right? I mean, that's the name of the game. Better than putting it all on and then it going down, right? So I would say that that's the better outcome. The FOMO, after you put a little bit in and it going up, is a lot better than putting it all in and watching it all go down. So just think about that. Trust me, I've been around the block on this stuff like you wouldn't believe. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta take a shower. I got a hot date. My wife will kill me if I'm late. Take it easy, folks.